Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play the Occult Chronicles. We're just about wrapping up the second floor with Kira Ion now. Once she's done up here, we're going to be investigating downstairs and turning in any quests that we still have left around. Last episode, we gained quite a bit of power, picking up an extra wand. So we got a crystal ball, which is amazing. Some other spells, and we realized that unfortunately Cup of Water is bugged. It's not giving us an extra cups when we put a second edge in it. I took out my frustration on the games not working properly by giving us a Mauser 1896. Or rather, I chose to win a conflict or a search in this room, and got this as the random result. Alright, let's keep exploring. This is the Jack-in-a-Box corridor. We'll need to be careful with that. Hello? Oh, nothing in this room or the bathroom. That's interesting. Thought for sure we would find something in here. We're probably gonna have to go up into the attic then to find the wall that weeps blood. A cursed Jack-in-the-Box. You saw the small boxes on the floor strewn about the hallway, but you thought they were just junk. As you approach one of them, you begin to hear music emanate from it. You halt in your tracks. You decide to start backing up slowly, but it's too late. The top of the box springs open and a horrific Jack-in-the-Box creature emerges. Oh, I totally did not read whatever that was supposed to say. Alright, we do manage to win the horror challenge. Let's see if we get lucky enough to use any of our sword cards today. Nope. Your mind is strong. You've seen things far worse than this. The Jack-in-the-Box is dressed like a motley fool. The head is grotesque and looks to be living flesh, which has somehow been grafted onto a wooden body that has sprung out of the box. So I guess it doesn't quite look like what we see here, though this is still creepy. A strange glow emanates from the grinning face, and then the laughing starts. It must surely be insane. Normally, we would only be able to... Actually, no. I did not mod this, so we can use sorcery or destroy it. We have a better chance to destroy it, so we'll go with sorcery. It's probably animated by some type of strange sorcery, so you decide to fight fire with fire. Oh. One face card, which... we shouldn't be too surprised that that's what we end up getting. No aces either, which makes it a bit awkward looking at any free points. We win. Not bad. You unleash a wave of energy that melts the toy into a puddle of smoldering goo. Game over. You can keep getting more Jack-in-the-Box encounters as you walk down this corridor. In fact, you could arguably farm it for life or sanity, I think. But I don't remember what they drop. I haven't looked at their drop loot table. Alright, that's it for the second floor. I think we'll go up to the attic. Well, alright, what have we not found yet? We haven't found him or the weeping wall. They're probably in the attic. Let's at least go down here and turn in any quests that are around this staircase. So... oh, wow, that'll be all of this area, it looks like. Alright, not bad. So we're just going to get lots of rewards from this. I am totally... well, actually, we'll also have to do a quest or two. So, let's start by searching those papers for the Rakshasa. You think this might be the stash of papers that the Rakshasa sent you after. You should be careful, in case you mispronounce its name again. The ward can also harm you. Oh, okay. A queen and a page. We have two face cards. I'll risk... oh, okay. Do I risk that the queen will come in more useful? No. We'll use the queen now. And she wouldn't have been more useful. but the 6 could have still won anyway. You sense the ward, and since you are not directly attuned to it, you are able to defeat it temporarily. You quickly gather up the manuscript pages and put them in your pockets. Three sanity and 3 experience points. Now, what do we want to do? Roll 1 bone and then select X revealed non-face trick cards and bump their values down X, where X is the number of cups rolled. Then draw a card into the shadows. This is weird for a evade traps, but I guess it is. Burst of speed could be nice as well. We bump up all the number cards a bit. I'm not a fan of graceful evasion because I don't particularly care about stopping damage for the most part. It would be wounds, not wounds, impairments or the effects that cripple you, whatever those are, that I would like to get rid of, but that's not as useful. Giant Leap is the opposite, kind of. Oh, actually, no, it's not as good as the face version as Calm Sidestep. Calm Sidestep adds trick points directly to my score. This doesn't add trick points, this just lowers the value of a single face card. I don't think Giant Leap is actually worth it. So, yeah, like look at this card. Select X revealed non-face trick cards and bump their card values down by -X. And then draw a card, or Giant Leap, which is select a not revealed trick card and reveal it. If the revealed card is a non-face card, bump it down -X, and then draw a card. This is like a worse version in every way compared to Into the Shadows. Wow, that's just terrible. Why would I ever select that? And this duck and roll would work only for non-revealed face cards. Let's grab Burst of Speed, because this will, at the very least, bump up a single card in my hand up 7 points, and draw another card. With our 2 points now, let's grab a Alatian Spell Edge. Okay, it's time to talk to the Haunting Painting of a Coward. I've never done this quest before. The coward in the portrait seems to be actually shivering. He seems to be fumbling with his dueling pistol, and you fear he will discharge it accidentally. There's obviously a spirit trapped in the painting by some sorcerous curse. Communicate with the cowardly ghost. This is obviously the cowardly dueling opponent that you are seeking. Insulting the sad creature seems like a waste of time. You use your psychic talents as a medium to convey the insult, and then try to trick him into showing up for the duel. Well, we already won because we have a single ace in our hand. That means I need to play to win this. Like, I can't just hit fail. That's the only problem with Justice. If you wanted to fail a challenge, you might not be able to do so. You enter a trance and are able to converse with the ghost. You trick the ghost into thinking that its opponent only wants to talk. It agrees to show up for a talk at the appointed time. I feel really bad about that. You've tricked the cowardly ghost into showing up for its long-postponed duel. However, you feel a little guilty about it. It's not like it can die a second time. Although, you remember a quote about the coward dying 1,000 deaths. I said I felt guilty. So, we'll pretend Kira Ione feels guilty about this as well. You decide to tell the cowardly ghost the truth, and then volunteer to duel in its place. Sometimes your conscience can really be a party pooper. The ghost starts shrieking in terror when you reveal that the duel is still on. Luckily, you manage to calm it down, and in between sobbing attacks, it agrees to your plan. Okay, what do I want now? Whenever a spell of the type is cast, non-face cards can be bumped up to a face card as a result. Let's take... Oh, do I have any... I don't have any Elatian spells that target cards. I only have one that drags tricks onto the board, it's Spirit Tap, and Odic Shield, which gives me extra card draw. So I'll need to grab an Elatian spell next. Let's grab Atlantean Magus. Whenever a spell of the Atlantean subtype is cast, non-face cards can be bumped up to a face card as follows, and then it depends upon the level of the edge. And we'll work towards another spell. Okay, let's... Well, you know... It's very easy to find the boffin juice. I've never had to fight him. I wonder if the results are different if you give him the things he's looking for. Let's switch the labels. Find the boffin juice and then switch its label with something else to sabotage Benway's experiment. Ugh. Well, not a good hand for it. We do have some. We have 2 decent number cards. Both of them are cups, though. We just need to play one of them to win. That was lucky, actually. Got a few extra points for that. You carefully peel off the labels and switch them. Boffin juice is now, in reality, Arcspore juice. That should throw a monkey wrench into the works. A crowbar! Wow! How did we get this from the refrigerator? The Empress. You are immune to the effects of any instant insanity card that is revealed during the results phase, while this card is in your inventory. Oh, and it doesn't get rid of the card, so she just protects us from instant insanity. Oh, but I've got to choose. Do I want to get rid of... Do I want to keep our rifle? Or do I want the crowbar? Crowbar whack increases a random card +1, and that's it in my hand. But it does give me a better chance to bash through locks and doors, -3 to the target level. The rifle is a rifle, though. Oh, this is tricky. We don't have the inventory space to take both of them. Okay. Technically, since I cheated to give me the Mauser, we'll discard the Mauser. There we go. There. Sorry, I really like the idea of having a rifle on her. A sniper? Mentalist? That's incredible, but she'll get physical, like the song from the 80s, I suppose, if it comes down to it. The head seems eager to communicate with you. You approach the head and notice immediately the big smile on its leather-like face. You did it! Marvelous! The head now wants you to destroy him, and you oblige by speaking the Vorchadumian release once more. The head collapses into a pile of dust at the base of its stake. Dreams of a severed head. We have a small chance to earn a psychic talent card whenever we win any type of psychic challenge. And 1 experience point. Okay. So we should take Death Incantation, because this lets us bump up the values of cards. This is roll 1 bone and select X non-face played cards and bump their values up +X where X is number of pentacles rolled, and draw Y additional cards. So, this will let me, I hope, move 10s up to pages currently. And we cannot take another spell. Interesting. Okay, well that's all the quest turn-ins that I see immediately here. We might as well go and... Oh! We have the ball, we have the face in the vase, the gong. Never mind, we're going to be staying in this area for quite some time. So much for the attic. Yeah, let's just turn all this in. Do I want to fight the big game ghost hunter? I guess we can. Oh my god. No bullets are going to put this guy down. You will have to do it the old-fashioned way with your mind. I'm saying, oh my god, as a good thing. Because I revealed him so early on in the game, the difficulty is extremely low. And we have 2 face cards, so it's a decent hand. I could begin using some of my psychic talents, but I don't think I'm going to have trouble. Especially not when we draw the Knight of Pentacles first, and we had the Queen of Pentacles in our hand. I always talk about the cards I have in my hand for you viewers at home who are listening to this rather than watching it. I just assume that some people do what I do for some Let's Plays or at some points where I listen to what's going on. And alt-tab in to watch some interesting parts. You surprise him with the ferocity of your attack. He realizes too late that you never really let your guard down. You're both surprised and disappointed at this. Heal Mind. We did win a psychic challenge, so we immediately got the benefit of that edge. Okay, we'll take a look at that. What does Heal Mind do? I think we had this last time. Select the Sanity Lost card and roll 1 bone. Discard that Sanity Lost card if its value is less than or equal to X. Okay. So the only problem with using this is this lets me save sanity. However, I will gain 8 points of psychic pushback, which slowly increases the odds of us drawing ever worse cards. Let's grab a Psychic Talents edge. Where's the one? Okay, Death Warning. Whatever psychic pushback is generated from useless psychic talents, subtract 10 times X of the pushback value. Let's grab Death Warning. So it'll at least lower the pushback values by 1. Whatever that will do for us. It's thematic. We're gonna pick thematic things. Okay, grab the fingers. This thing almost seems seared into the chair. The fingers are what catch your eye. So this is what the gentleman ghost meant. They do indeed look like cigars. You decide to grab a bunch of them. I'll risk that we can use the king a little later. And we can. On a good card to use it on, a knight. Oh, poor thing. We grabbed all of its fingers. You snatch a few of the fingers and put them in your pocket. Not able to leave its chair, the creature howls in anger. Hello, edge upgrade. What do I want to take? Bumping cards up to a knight could prove useful. Oh! This can only be leveled twice. Interesting. Why don't we take another point in Sense Danger to help us with traps? They'll be coming up eventually, and I'm going to want as many... I want my odds stacked in my favor for them. The next point we'll take will be Atlantean Magus, though. Okay, we're now going to do the dance. For real this time. It's been so long. I think it was the first or second video. Zombies! I hate these guys. Let's go ahead and... Oh, we have a decent chance of just beating them up. A much better chance, though, using sorcery. Beating them up would give us life. Sorcery gains us sanity. We'll... it's really tempted. I'm really tempted to beat them up. Let's try one of these. can use the crowbar whack. We got something up a point. Let's use Odic Shield. And pull more cards into my hand. 3 more. And a page. Wonderful. That's exactly what I needed. Hello, 9. I guess I included a 8 to a 9. That's good. Hey, our crowbar came in useful. I'm actually playing through Resident Evil right now for this Halloween, recording it. So it's kind of thematic to end up fighting one of these guys. You won the battle. The dismembered zombie bodies still twitch around on the floor, putting on quite the show. Oh. Oh, I shouldn't complain about getting 3 experience points. That's still really good. Let's grab a physical test edge. Okay, so let's do the dance again. And you can see it's significantly easier now because we activated this quest a long time ago. Your first partner steps up and an introduction is made. Before you know it, you are waltzing around the floor. We have 1 ace, some decent number cards, and a single queen. I'll risk that the queen can be used a little later. That was a mistake. And my tablet will, as usual, not offer any assistance. You dance around the ballroom in glorious circles. Your partner seems to be having the time of his life. Good for you, Kira. I guess you're more agile, you're more psychically fit, as it were, for the boxing matches and your use of your mind here, so you're probably better at this now. The ghosts seem quite pleased with your dancing ability. The polite applause tells you that they want you to continue. Your second partner steps up and an introduction is made. Before you know it, you are waltzing on the floor. I guess Kira is taking the part of her. Her hair does match that, kind of. Oop, I have a Pentacles card. A King of Pentacles to take the page. Hello, King of Wands. I'll use the Queen now, why not? You are glide and swirl around and around. You and your partner practically have an out-of-body experience. The ghosts are quite enthralled with your dancing. The enthusiastic applause tells you that they want you to have one final dance. Your partner steps up and the introduction is made. Before you know it, you are waltzing around the floor. Oh, that's a good hand for this, the final challenge. I think I remember failing this on purpose a few times to try to give me a hand just like this one. That's wonderful. When I can take a knight with the queen, oh, that's good. That's very good. Good day. You waltz around the floor as if traveling in another dimension. You know this is an experience that you will never forget. The dance finishes, and you find yourself alone in the ballroom. Dances with ghosts. Oh, there's a picture of her, I suppose. Anytime you would be reduced to 0 sanity, there's a 20% chance that you will be reduced to only 1 sanity instead. An experience point and 1 more sanity. I don't see that coming in. Oh, actually, runner might be useful. Initial, well, then again, it probably starts at level 1, so I need to pump at least 3 or 4 points in it to make it worth taking. So no, I don't think that actually is good. I'd have to remember I have Atlas's physique if I take that. Normally there's a way to say, make sure I start with a face card. Oh, there's brute force, so I get the points of a face card in my hand. Where is it? Sorry, everyone. Sorry about this. I'm staring at what all these do. Oh, technique perfectionist is useful. That's scrying. Steamroller. The value of your initial card draws for any physical test challenge must include at least X face cards, where X is level of the edge. I'll take this. This will guarantee we get at least one face card in our hand for physical challenges. This is the child that the ethereal woman in the mirror is seeking. You decide to use the release incantation that was taught to you to free the child. I have pentacles. I have a knight. We can use you. I'll risk the king will come in more handy. It's not going to matter. We have one with so many points that we're already drawing 7 cards. The runes etched on the lid glow with power and then fade. You twist off the lid, and the creature flows out to the vase. Before you object, it wraps itself around you in an aura. You must return it to its mother. Shall we do the strange gong? I don't think we will, everybody. We're going to ignore this. The last challenge gives you card draw based on swords, and I don't think we can do it. So we will not be doing the strange gong quest this time around. Okay, let's find that key. This is obviously the key for the red hand card game ritual that you found earlier. You decide to examine the tapestry more closely to decipher the key. This might be risky. Oh, we only have a page of pentacles. I could just fail the challenge, but I don't know what this does to you if you do decide to fail it, so we're just going to attempt to win. I might get lucky with my tablet. It might target the 3. It didn't. You almost didn't see it at first, but the key is built into the movements of the 2 armies of knights as they prance around the battlefield. You quickly note down the corresponding cards and their locations. Yes! I had a good feeling about that one. 1 more edge upgrade. This would give us 2 face cards for all physical challenges. But I think I said I wanted Atlantean Magus next, so let's take that. Use the Organ Master's spell. This is most definitely the pipe organ, which the ghost of the Organ Master wanted you to destroy. Armed with this incantation, you should be able to dispel it and sever its nexus with the organ. We already won. I have 2 aces in my hand, and the target level was 1, so... Alright, let's play to see if we earn any more points. I didn't realize I had a 3. I would have used that there. Reciting the melody that the ghost taught you, you drive the evil spirit from the pipe organ. It seems to shudder and then exhale a discordant death rattle as the air wheezes one final time through the pipes. Let's grab another spell edge. Let's take Atlantean Words of Power, because it makes all sorcery easier. Yeah. We will take Atlantean Words of Power. Let's grab another Evade Traps Edge next. Looks like Kira is doing amazingly well. I've heard that psychics have the easiest time beating the game, as long as you don't do anything really stupid with them. I can see why. Like, Clairvoyance is an incredible card. I think this is why we're getting as many edge upgrades as we are. That's amazing. That itself is worth taking. Like, grab any type of psionic or mentalist skill card and grab that edge if possible. The demon... Okay, so I'm going to search the body first for that slip of paper. This must be the remains of the acolyte of which the demon in the fireplace spoke. He was obviously playing a very deadly game by trying to summon and bind these demons. The name should still be on him somewhere. Well, we haven't failed to find this, that's for sure. We already won. We have an ace in our hand. And we have one. We already are going to get the max number of draws for this. We carefully search the acolyte's robes and find a small scrap of paper with a name etched onto it in what must be blood. I think we'll betray this demon. Having considered this whole errand carefully, you have figured it out. The slip of paper obviously carries the name of the demon you have bargained with, written in Old Stygian. Why else would this prince want it so badly? You could speak the name and command the demon to reward you. It was most likely going to betray you anyway. We have 2 aces and we have already won the challenge. We also have 2 face cards. Take the page for more points. You speak the name on the paper and are rewarded with a howl of torment from the demon. It lashes around the room, knocking over everything except for you. Your guess was correct. You compel it to reward you, and then to return to the hell from which it came. You have made an enemy today. Bargains with demons. During any challenge of the persuasion or deception type, each not revealed trick has a 5% chance of being scried at the beginning of the challenge option. The Scarab, an Earth Talisman. Okay. Curious. I was hoping to get another one of the same type of talisman, like water or fire. I'm avoiding this talisman edge because I wanted a duplicate to show up here. I guess I might just have to take more water stuff. Alright, let's deactivate the generator. You're confronted with a strange machine. Oh, we read this a long time ago. You have the codes from the brain canister, but the control panel was a confusing mess of symbols. You should be able to grok this one out. You will need to be careful that you don't pull a Tunguska. Ah, we have 2 face cards. One of them is a king. Wow! Hello, Queen of Wands. We have the king for you today. You went to the codes correctly the first time. You're a goddamn genius. Even though I complain about the balance of this game, it's a guilty pleasure. Like, I'll be honest, this game has so many problems, but I love it all the same despite its problems. And the humor, I love Mr. Vic Davis's humor. The humor and the puns, it makes up for it. Not really, but it does for me. Okay, Aura of Fortune also is really nice to have. That's amazing. Bickering among the wives. Celine, Sienna, and Akasha have all grown more jealous and suspicious of each other as the war with the odd has soured. All talismans are 5% more likely to appear during the appropriate results phase while this story icon is active. Wow. I need to go and do and complete quests now, so I can have a good chance at getting rewarded for it. Unfortunately, there's not... These are so far away from us. I'd have to run across the plank. Okay, let's turn in the ghost with the Organ Master's whatchamacallit. You destroy the pipe organ as the ghost request required. You hope that with its task complete, the Organ Master's ghost can be at peace. The Organ Master's ghost smiles and thanks you for your help. It says that it didn't really expect to see you again, but is pleased that you proved so resourceful. Content that its task of redemption is done, it fades away slowly before your very eyes. Ghostly music. Oh, there's a 5% chance that nothing of interest will be turned into a talisman during persuasion or deception rolls. How about that? Open the secret door. The clock is just like the one described in the pictograms on the horrific mural. You decide to try and manipulate the clock hands to see if you can activate the secret door that leads to the tentacle shrine. I don't think I want to fail this challenge. I don't think I've done this maybe more than once. Even though I've beaten the game a few times, everyone, it's been a while, and even then, this is a game I don't play very often. Maybe once or twice a year? Remember the phrase in the pictograms on the mural that mentions the holy numbers of Proto-Yigithian. You turn the big hand around like a combination lock, stopping on each of the holy numbers. You hear a mechanism click, and then a flash of light explodes in front of you. You're completely surprised by the sight of a sorcerer priest of the tentacled ones. It is a sorcerer of some sort, and already swirling red balls of power are forming up within its grasp. You have heard stories of such creatures, but the sudden appearance of one has sent you teetering on the brink of panic. The taint of the elder alien gods permeates this place, and the horrific nature of the sorcerer priest is enough to send even a grizzled odd agent running away with terror. Is it though? Is it though? Because we already got 2 points thanks to our aces. I saw a knight in our hand, and already we've succeeded. So I don't think Kira's running away from a sorcerer anytime soon. Maybe earlier Kira would have, like 3 hours ago when she first started exploring this place. But not this Kira. You have kept your sanity. You've had a few brushes with squiddies, and they don't frighten you in the least. The sorcerer priest isn't even stopping for pleasantries. You are an intruder, and it intends to cleanse you from its temple as quickly as possible. You have to decide now whether to stand and make a fight of it or just run for your life. We will, of course, fight him. It was going to be tough, though. You will test your sorcery on the tentacled sorcerer priest. You can sense a strong energy level emanating from it. This probably won't be an easy battle. I guess our glasses go over her eyes, like, mechanically. Like, they go from the side over her eyes, and it's a scanner to tell her how powerful it is. It's going to be very powerful, though, to beat the hand we got. We have a Queen of Cups, Knight of Cups, King of Pentacles, and Page of Pentacles. Let's see what we can use here. Let's use the Queen. I can't think of a reason to use the Knight, even though that was an ace. Uh-oh. Okay. We win. Hello, King of Cups. Take away my... Oh, am I going to get any pentacles? No pentacles! Let's drag 2 more tricks on this board. There you go. Give me more points. The squid-headed priest melts before the raw power of your sorceress energy. All that is left is a steaming puddle and some singed robes. I think there's a chance of getting arcane power from this. Yep, which is why I used that one spell. And that powers up all my spells again. Your attention is caught by the soft flickering light of the candles in the gloom. Then you notice the curving shapes that the candles are perched upon. You are viewing a stone shrine of some sort. Suddenly you realize that the curved shapes are stone tentacles spread out in front of you. There is an aura of absolute evil that pervades the area around this secret shrine. As your gaze comprehends the entire outline of the shrine, you shrink back in horror. You are confronted by what is obviously a stone carving depicting one or another of the elder alien gods, the tentacled ones as they are also called. Cold tentacles sweep out and seem to draw you into the maw of the creature. You must fight to keep your sanity. A woozle. We can pretend this is what this ancient relic represents. I'll use our 5 here. Oh, okay, I don't need to do that. I do want to remember I have that here. This is just a horror check, right? So I don't particularly need to care about this very much. We win anyway. We're at max sanity, so I don't care if I even lose a few points. You can't, to my knowledge, go insane from failing a horror check. And even if we could, we have that one trump card in our hand to prevent that from happening. You have kept your sanity. You recognize the tentacled illusion for what it is and shrug off its attempt to deceive you. You stand before an imposing stone sculpture depicting one of the legendary alien gods of the tentacled pantheon. You sense a palpable aura of evil emanating from the shrine. Dark magics permeate the very rock from which it was carved. You have found the secret shrine whose location was described by the pictograms in the mural that you stumbled upon. It wasn't easy getting here. Although you stand before a shrine consecrated to an alien creature that wants to devour your race, you feel that you might be able to turn this discovery to your advantage. Well, that wasn't very helpful, actually. Oh, we can actually interact with it a bit more, though. So let's, so we get a little bit for finding the shrine. You notice a small inscription of Proto-Yigithian running around the base of the shrine. Perhaps you might be able to decipher its meaning and turn this forbidden knowledge to your advantage. There are, of course, certain risks involved, especially when we don't draw any face cards. Uh-oh. I kind of don't want to fail this challenge. Let's use our tablet. You begin to translate the pictograms and feel a rush of energy fill you. There is something powerful hidden in the verses, and you begin to unravel their meaning. You feel like you have pushed your luck as far as you dare. Chain Spirit! Nice, we've gained a spell. And that is it. Okay. And what does Chain Spirit do? Roll one bonus, select a revealed non-face trick card, and swap it with its matching played card. Then draw X cards. Okay, nice. So if I can play a card on a non-face card that is lower than it. Use Chain Spirit to swap them to get points, and then draw extra cards into my hand. Okay. Well, is there anything I can turn in while I'm here? The brain canister. Oh, but that's going to be... I think that's going to be a wands slot. I can drop... Oh, the tablet, Tim, is a bad thing to drop. That gives you +1 wands. We'll drop Mind Shield. Have you destroyed the generator? Please tell me yes. You tell the canister that the generator has been destroyed. The brain in the canister nearly giggles with joy. You go to fulfill your pledge and remove the power cables, but it interrupts you. Stop! I wish to help you further. On the Telesrati sash is a power unit. Plug it into my canister, and I will have time to help you further if you wish to let me ride along. I may prove useful, as I heard it talk of this place in great detail. +1 card draw and trick for any lore challenge while this card is in your inventory. At the beginning of any lore challenge, 2 random tricks placed on the board are in a visible state. It's like, is it a cups item? Oh, nope, it went right here. But it doesn't count toward our total weight. Okay, we did pick up the oh, wait, where's the way up? We could swing up and do the attic now. That could be useful. For any evade traps challenge, 1 point is added to your trick-taking score for each revealed and unmatched trick card on the board. Up to... Oh, no, because this will only give us 1 point unless we level it, and we're not likely to level it very much. Amazingly agile. For any evade traps challenge, the value of any face card remaining in your hand is added to your trick-taking score if you have X or fewer face cards remaining in your hand, where X is the level of the edge. Of course, lightning reflexes could also be good. It just lowers the challenge level. But I'll try amazingly agile. I really didn't want to take another talisman edge so early. Okay, let's turn in the quest to the good doctor, or the not-so-good doctor. A Class 1 haunting. Let's destroy the ghost. Uh-oh. This is turning out to be really tricky right away. Okay, we eliminate it. 3 more experience points. We will again step over the insects. Hello, Queen of Pentacles. We immediately win the challenge. I don't want to step, though. Let's step there. Darn it! You see a human figure lurking in the darkness, and you don't like the look of it at all. I was right. This is a creepy partition. From the last video, I mentioned it. It steps forward from out of the gloom. You're confronted with a strange and unusually tall man who towers over 6.5 feet. He seems dressed like a mortician of some sort. He opens his hand to reveal a spiked shiny sphere that miraculously hovers out of his palm. He smiles, and the creepy voice says, "I have been waiting for you, boy." You've seen a lot of strange things, but this one is right up there. You have a feeling that there was a story here that is just would that be, "I've been waiting for you, girl," in this case. Let's do a horror check. And we have 2 face cards. It's a good hand for us. We do need a lot to resist a horror challenge, though. Your mind is weak. You feel like you're trapped in a B-horror movie. Try not to do anything stupid. The strange man continues to approach you, striding forward with an unnatural gait. The spiked ball now launches itself at high speeds towards you, so I need to test the psychic ability that I've added, so we'll try this. You're pretty sure he's controlling the sphere with his mind as opposed to any magical means. Maybe you can sever the connection he has with it. Now, I've added this. Normally, you would only be able to attack him or flee. I've added a magical and a psychic option for dealing with him, but I have not tested the psychic option. We have a Wands card? We do. We won. Awesome. Let's keep the winning going. That's pretty good. 9 over. The strange man lies still, bleeding from several deep wounds. You took control of the orb and used it against him. It ceases to obey your commands the moment he stopped breathing, but maybe you can find something else on him. Wow! Gain a random spell card after this card is used to take a trick. Atlantean Lens. This is a good card. This stores energy and lets us distribute it to other spells. When I added these other effects to the game, these other options, I made sure to give it the same types of rewards that you would have won otherwise anyway, with the exception that if something could have given you bullets and you use magic, I gave you a chance to gain arcane power instead. I want that lens very much. I don't really want to get rid of anything else, though. The Atlantean lens will also add +1 to my pentacles, which means that I'm discarding a spell for no reason. But we will discard Chain Spirit to claim the lens. And now, as you can see, I have +1 more pentacles, allowing me to take this spell, but I can't take what I just dropped. I dropped the eldritch one, although it sounded very useful, because I am an Atlantean sorcerer. Okay, let's turn this in, turn this in, turn that in, and then we'll call the session. How's it sound to you guys? You hand over the boffin juice to the creepy mad scientist. Excellent. Yes, that will do nicely. I'll be able to complete my work without any fatigue. I should bottle it and sell this, actually. Caught something like hours of energy. At any rate, here is your reward. Look over in that box over there. You might find something that you like. You might not, either. An edge upgrade! Amazing! That sucked! An edge upgrade is the only thing we got. Alright, that's still useful, though. I'm thinking of taking another point in amazingly agile. Oh, Steamroller could be great, though. Well, there aren't that many physical tests, but this would make it so that I have to start each physical test with 2 face cards. We could level up a number card to a queen by leveling that a point. Make it easier for us to win. Oh, we could take more sorcery. Let's grab energy focus. So this will now lower the difficulty of psychic challenges by 1 to 2 points instead of just 1 point. Dr. Laszlo Benway remains hunched over his workbench, maniacally pursuing whatever weird experiment he has thought up now. He pays you no attention now that he is again lost in his work. You note that the boffin juice does indeed seem to have boosted his work rate. Oh, he's a little tougher to defeat now. He's obviously absorbed in his work, but fetching him some boffin juice was a bit trivial. Maybe he has a more important task. We gain 1 point for that ace we have in our hand, and we have won the challenge. Wow, that was kind of weird. We didn't have no pentacles and only 1 cups card up on their own tricks. Yes, well, now that I know you can be trusted, I have a more meaningful task for you. It seems one of my experiments has run off. More plant than man, actually. A disappointment, but an expected one. I need a tissue sample once you find it, and then do be so good as to destroy it. Right, off you go. Wait, what did that say? What did that say? You aren't ready to talk to this crazy SOB at this time. I guess we're not. The thing in the tub is too difficult for us. It will stay there. We will complete this quest rather than trying to deceive the ghost. Oh, that's a tough challenge. I view this one as telling us the truth. The other one I viewed as a liar. I'm willing to free this demon and let it go back to hell. Against your better judgment, you throw the slip of paper with the demon's name into the fireplace. You see sparks of blue and green, and the demon laughs with delight and then disappears. You receive your reward as promised, but you sense that there might be some strings attached. An edge upgrade! That's the moon! Gain a random psychic talent card after this card is used to take a trick. That's not so useful, but the trump card is amazing. Edge upgrade. What are we going to take with that? I'm really tempted to take amazingly agile. Yeah, let's go amazingly agile. So, if we have 2 unused face cards in our hand at the end of a challenge, we will earn their points to my trick-taking score. Let's take it. And we'll turn in this quest as well. Oh, we should actually turn in the Rashaka while we're in the area also. You decide to give the gentleman ghost his odd cigars. You hand over the charred fingers and witness the delight on the ghost's face. Oh, yes, I know it's a bad habit and it will probably kill me, but the afterlife has such few genuine pleasures. Thank you, good sir. Here is something for the effort. Wow! That's amazing! So many edge upgrades. Okay, what are we taking? I'm tempted to take Sense Danger. Let's grab it. Another point. It'll come in really useful later on. Wait. What? These two are exactly the same. There is no difference between Duck and Roll and Into the Shadows. They are exactly the same. Into the Shadows, though, sounds like a flea. Not a evade traps, if I'm being honest. We'll take Duck and Roll. We've almost fully leveled her as well. That's incredible. It's still very early on. We're not quite halfway done with this yet. Or rather, the story tokens are... there's still more to draw. You decide to give the Rashaka the papers that you took from the desk. You hand the papers over and the Rashaka beams with delight. You stand there nervously as it looks them over, wondering if this will go sour quickly. Fair enough. You have honored your part of the bargain. I won't eat you. Not yet, anyway. With that, he disappears in a puff of smoke. What a theatrical bastard, is your first thought. The lovers immediately gain 2 to 12 health points after this card is used to take a trick. We're looking pretty undefeatable, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, leverage. The tricks are terrible for that. But 7 draw and 4 challenge? We'll try to pick the lock anyway. Wow, we're doing really well with this lock. The lock opens. You were just as talented with the lock as you thought. Okay, I was hoping maybe the wall that weeps blood might be in that bathroom. Alright, everyone, and we should probably stop here. When we come back, we'll kill the plant man, return the ghost child to the figure in the mirror. After we destroy this ghost. Free courage, 8 courage, and a sanity. 2 experience as well. Alright, everyone. Well, thank you guys for watching. I'm just going to walk into the hallway over here. There we go. And I will see you guys in the next one, where we'll begin turning in more quests. And then we'll go downstairs and turn in more quests. Oh, or maybe not, actually. We might go into the attic after these two are done. Turn in the plant man, go upstairs to the attic, and look for the hanged man and the blood and the wall that weeps blood. Alright, everyone. Well, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for watching, and take care, everyone.